Thanks for checking out my free resume workshop. I know how frustrating it can be to just get auto rejection emails and to be ghosted by recruiters. My goal is to help you create a resume that stands out, showcases your value, and uses marketing principles to really engage recruiters and hiring managers. Check out this free trailer, and I would love for you to sign up and can't wait to see you there. So, what is a resume and why is it important? A resume in the dictionary is a brief account of a person's education, qualifications, and previous experience, typically sent with a job application. The fact that it even leads with education is crazy. That is not what's important on resumes anymore. You usually put that at the bottom. So what is my definition of a resume? A concise, compelling sales and marketing tool targeted at recruiters and hiring managers, presenting a brief account of a person's professional experience by highlighting their qualifications through demonstrative growth, skilled behavior, and celebrated results. I'm going to talk about results a little more because I think this is one of the key pieces that are missing on most resumes. Why is it important? Your resume obviously is your first impression. This is what a recruiter is going to see. This is what the hiring manager is going to see. So you have to be able to share your story quickly, make a big, bold impression, and fast. It's how you differentiate yourself. And I say that because 95% of the resumes that I get when I'm hiring, if I take the applicant's name and contact information off, they could be the same. They could all be exactly the same because they're sharing the same type of information and they're not sharing what makes them a unique candidate. What do we do on our resumes to kind of differentiate ourselves, make ourselves stand out? We just brag, but we brag in a professional way. And we show how we've impacted the work that we've done, or we've impacted the team that we're on, or how we've impacted the actual company we've been at. So it's all about impact. Okay, so let's get started. I want to talk about the age of operating margin. During the pandemic, it was all about companies hiring. And now all you see in the news, especially with the government cutting federal jobs, all these other companies cutting jobs. And this is happening annually or biannually because it's no longer about growth. For a company to show success to analysts and investors, so that's the reality, is that companies need to show how they're growing their profit, but they also need to show how they're doing it efficiently. They're looking at operating margin. So what does that mean for people looking for jobs? We need to show that we're efficient, because if we're not efficient, we're redundant. You need to show that you can make a difference when it comes to things like saving time, saving money, working within budgets. But if that is not on your resume, I'm telling you, you're not going to get a job, especially at one of those companies. The structure of the resume should be your name, your contact information, and then followed by a strong professional summary. So how do we craft a strong professional summary? This is your elevator pitch. So when I say describe yourself as a professional, how long have you been in the field? What types of clients or teams have you supported? And then what challenges do you enjoy in that environment or in that role? And then when I say describe yourself as a team collaborator, what size of teams have you worked with? What different departments have you worked with? Were there multiple offices? And then what level of stakeholders have you worked with? And I think this is important, especially as you get mid-career. Have you worked with other directors? Have you worked directly with the CEO, the CFO? You want to highlight that. And when I say describe yourself as an industry professional, this is where you say, I'm an award-winning, or I'm certified in, or I have my master's in. One of the most important pieces of my system, because we don't think about this, and it's a huge marketing opportunity, I think, on a resume. When you think about how I started off this presentation, I led with testimonials. I think they're extremely important. That social proof, that ability to showcase that other people have experienced this side of you is huge, because if you write your own professional summary at the top of the resume, that is you bragging about you, which is fine. But if you put a testimonial right under your summary, you're just backing up that summary. We're not going to do the traditional list of generic responsibilities because that will kill your chances. Instead of saying directed high-profile creative projects, including keynotes and executive presentations for global events, I'm going to say successfully delegated and designed the main keynote presentation of Dreamforce 2022. This required producing an ultra-widescreen presentation that involved the brand to introduce innovative AI solutions. I worked across global teams and agencies to bring a cohesive feel to the entire deck and a magical experience that has been viewed on YouTube over 2.7 million times. But what's important is that I put in, this was viewed 2.7 million times. That's the result. Think about results like maybe you won more business for the companies. How do you write bullets like this? This is the foundation of my Celebrate and Elevate program. We start with this foundation, this method in the resume.